rings and chat. It's the chat portion of the webinar. All right, it's a new place. The cats are running around like they're lost their minds. Funny. Um, I should have might have my old setup here tomorrow maybe. So it's gonna be looking like this. Not much to look at. I'll work on a background eventually. It's gonna take some time. So we're going to questions. All right. All right, blessings. Let's see, Carol, any messages for me? As usual, I feel a Yeshua energy. Of course, it's connecting with others. It's blending your vibration with others that are around you. Of course, I also feel like you're healing your grandmother's energy, that she could not connect to the grandkids as much as she'd like to. Are there any messages from Ashtar? I feel that there's at least is that the alien Ashtar? Wait, I just there's a galactic rebellion going on at this time. There's a lot of shifts in frequencies, a lot of Syrian energies going on with the planet. So even your vibration is going more of a, I would say a sixth dimension, but see like you're going into like a like you're getting younger, even if you might not feel it. Feels like you're tapping into that frequency, or yeah, it's like a walking mountain of mountain, a fountain of youth. Gundam, any messages from higher self? Releasing a lot of karma with your mother. Of course, you probably already know that, but also the AI energies. They show AI energies kind of like a junk world, like a dumpster planet. Uh, it's not. It's kind of like. I mean, there's a city there, but there's also a lot of junk there. But it seems like it's like you're one to find the good in all of that. Let's put it that way. You found a lot of stuff there that other people threw, and a lot of that stuff came from other planets. Any messages from Creator? Let's see. Who knows this? December seems to be like a really good month for prosperity, going into a new direction. You probably have that before that, but say like December seems like a really good month. Maybe not, everything happening, but this seems like a good month for you overall. Of course, who knows how that's going to go when that happens. Gundam, any messages? I mean, oh, sorry, Maria. Any? Not sure if I'm. It's been a long day. Maria, any messages? Mother Mary energies that you're tapping into. I feel like you're bringing in more of a heart chakra side of Mother Mary. When you can, I always see you connecting with other people, and this is yeah, you're healing a lot of disbelief. People, I mean, you're helping people ground into themselves, even if you're not talking about spiritual growth and all that. Getting more right with themselves, even whatever belief system that they have. Any message from Gaia? The volcanoes you're around, they do show sacrifices to volcanoes, like the gods. It's something that you're very connected to that will eventually unravel itself when the time is right. Shar, any messages from me? I do see a lot of, take the time you want, ancient Egyptian energies that you're releasing. I don't know if you have like a sibling, a sister. Feels like a sister that you're still kind of clearing karma with because you've had difficulties with this person in the past. Any messages from higher self? Um, it doesn't mean you have to play the lottery to have good luck, but it is time for you to go into a new direction for sure. Like test your luck. Be careful of that, of course, but yeah, living, trying new things, you're going to see new beginnings for yourself, for sure. Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything too extravagant. Okay, is a big. Okay, Donna Riggs. Let's see, I was coming back from a concert in St. Louis last Saturday night at midnight. The interstate is empty. Of course, then out of nowhere, two white dogs were in front of us on the highway. They were literally feet from the car and didn't really seem to care. They were headed right for them. They just kind of stood there. We swerved through them. No one was hit or hurt. Just yesterday, I had lunch together and started talking about it. And she said she thought that they were grandparent dogs. I don't know if I pronounced that. That saw completely different dogs. Well, yeah, that was not normal. They were literally feet from a car. You couldn't confuse the two. What dogs are real? What the? Yeah. You know, it's like there were projections, or they're probably like spirit beings. They're there to get your attention. So she saw something totally different. So I believe what she saw, but I believe what you saw too. Some kind of spiritual awakening. I think it's just to get your attention. Prairie dogs. Okay. With like protection dogs. Yeah. I think a spirit just showing you that they're there. I don't think it was an alien. It feels like a spirit realm. Doesn't mean they're warning you of anything. Just showing you that there's unknown phenomenon here. I know there's probably more to it than that, but they're just because they show up doesn't mean they have like this grand message. But it shows you that there's some strange things happening here. I think just to get your attention of what's to come, but who knows what will that be? It's fascinating. Any messages from my friend? For my friend Millie. Millie seems to need to worry less. I mean, it feels like part of her, she's still trying to fight that, but part of her wants to worry a lot. I also feel like there's an uncle around her that passed away that's still assisting her. I feel like his energy is still, I don't know if she had a close connection to an uncle, but there's an uncle there that is very close to her. I do feel like siblings, like children, maybe someone else's kids, but it seem like it's small that are around her also. These might be other like relatives. They're showing up as kids. I don't know if you knew relatives as a kid and never saw them again. They seem to be, because we have that, I grew up with kids I would never see again when I was growing up. So when they were family. So something like that, somebody never thought of, like, anyway, it seems like that's around here at this time. My guy is Moses. I'm not able to buy a house I had set my eyes on, but the spirit seemed buying a house around the end of this year because there's not many beautiful big houses for sale with our budget. Yeah, well, it might be next year, maybe February, because something, you have to learn what you're doing now, and I'll take you out of that path. So just keep looking, see what happens. Any messages from Archangel Michael? You're wanting patience with this, but yes, keep looking. I feel like you're building abundance, but you're careful what you're building. So you're just careful what just do what you feel like, you need to do. You're going into a new energy of yourself. You're just going into a whole nother, like a whole nother version, like a whole nother spiritual side of you is going to come through. It feels like when the time is right. Like you're more confident than you have been in the past. And Ara, what I've been doing in astral, I feel like Palladians. Feels like crystal beings, feels like mountains. I feel like a pink energy, pink maybe beings, but feline energy, feline moon. It feels like you've done a world like this, but as a feline being, which I don't normally see stuff like that. I feel like you're a ballerina feline in your past life. Now the feline, now you can look very human, but have like cat eyes and maybe a feline nose, but you look very humanoid like us. It feels like you're not. It's like you're, but in a very attractive way, not in a strange way. Any messages from my guides? You're connecting more to your main guide. You're trusting more of that frequency. You are clearing out a lot of baggage from any relatives. Just feels like you're just. I do see you going more spiritual throughout this year. Yeah, not. I think it's kind of the same thing as Moses. Yeah, you're going more spiritual. I guess that's gonna be a common message around for you around October. Even before that, but it feels like October you might feel a little bit more connected than usual. Jeez, something. I think it has to do with this place. I'm tapping into something different here. Mouse. Blessings. They always seem to be using technology almost everything nowadays. The spirit or element I have a message on it. What the hacking effects can be for the individual. Well, realize that can be snuffed out, pushed out, but many people don't believe it. It's like they're going to go as low as they can, no matter how long. They're gonna do whatever they feel like until people push back. So they want to turn people into machines, basically. There's more to it than that, but it's like why not? So it's up to the human to fight back because a lot of humans, it's like they give in to these situations that are going on. You end up you keep going through suppression, suppression, suppression until you give up on that, until you fight back. Any messages from the archons, the newest nano robots being used today in medicine and food and water and air? Well, it's not as common as you might think. Normally, it's for targeted individuals. There's nanoparticles, but they can only last so long. Like what's going on with the medical situation, can only do so much. So it's powerful, but yeah, like certain like if you're a targeted individual, you get hit hard. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna go into details on that, but you have the idea. Yes, it's been a long day. Didn't get much rest. Amy, why do when I do motion code sessions on myself or for someone else, I have to swipe to the top of my head to release the trapped emotions. But for the last months, it hasn't been working for me at all. Is there a block or implant? Get that again. Well, I think your method needs to change. It's just that it got blocked, but it's no longer needed anymore. Just use your intuition. It feels like that. You can use your third eye energy to do this type of work. Also, it seems like visualize it. I think you're kind of already doing that to a certain extent, but I think you just need to find a technique. Why do I need to get back? What do I need to get back to 100% of my emotional code? I'm not sure if I really understand. What do I need to get back to 100%? Oh, and Reiki healing abilities. Connect with animals. Some kind of animal. Some kind of animal work will. Yeah, like a dog. I feel will help. Yeah, just work with animals. That'll clear out whatever blockages you're going through. Obviously, you probably work with animals, but maybe push it. Yeah. That's my family has opportunity to get fake vax papers through someone in the system. I'm not sure if our name's attached to the narrative flips, but which I hope it does. Do you see any potential problems with this? Not really. I don't think. If it's for a job, that might be a problem. If it's for anything official, like government or a job, but for overall, as long as it's not anything legal, you should be okay. But for a job, it might work. Just if it doesn't, they can have a lot of consequences to it. Well, because they can call the pharmacy or whatever and look it up. If they can't find your stuff, you're screwed. So, So yeah, it can be problems. If it's just like you have fake vax papers for something that's undocumented, like an airport, they just look at it, it's like whatever. You know what I mean? If they even do that. Like the vaccine. Well, see, that's the thing. The passport thing. Those you can probably tell if it's fake or not. So, any messages from my guides? Just I just see a lot of Palladian energies. A lot of fairy fey vibrations, very very strong, but Palladian energies are very intense. It has to do with this Earth. Like you come from worlds that are not like this, but has a lot of issues, and you're coming to resolve it here. Not saying what it is. Like if you have phobias or somewhat insecurities, most likely that came from somewhere else, and you're here to sort it out. Jess, my new venture is about to roll out to move to Santa Monica. How are my soon-to-be housemates? Am I connected? Countless reptilians. Palladian, just all your normal. I feel like you guys have a more angelic connection, but even spirit guides see each other. It just goes for it on and on. But yeah, I mean, the two of you, or three of you, or two, three, one person. I'm thinking this is two, three people. It'd be a third person added, but it just feels like this person is. You're just catching up from a long time of not having lifetimes with this person. That's what it feels like. It's been a long time. You've been on other worlds, but a world like this has been a long time. Any insight from my higher self about trickster energies playing with me to stay put? So your ridiculous between them and synchronicities. Well, I think it's a lot from your parents. Yeah, it's just in your own insecurities. You're not sure if this is a good idea. I mean, here I'm in a new place too. So, which is interesting how you're moving and I'm moving at the same time. That's interesting. I think we've been both at the same place for about the same amount of time. At least when I started doing this, we've been pretty much in the same place. So that shows something. So all that's just blockages, as you know. It's just, yeah, I think it just, I think you put it here. It's just, it's your location too. It's California. So they're going to push up the ante a little bit, but you'll bypass it. You might end all that this week or next. Susie, what I've been doing astral. As you know, the boss energy, major league. I feel like it kind of replaced his head or removed his head. Like his head came off. I don't know if he's any better now. I don't think he's doing too well at all. But I feel like you're renewing your contracts in astral to manifest here. So if there's anything that you want here that you really want to make happen, I think you want to find more of yourself. You want to be happier here, but you also want to really dig into your purpose. Not that you weren't doing your purpose before, but I feel like you want to really dig into whatever this is that you're going into. Any messages for me? You're healing the blockages from the boss. Obviously, that's going to be a while to clear that, or that's never going to be cleared, but it's not blocking you. But I'll just tell you. Obviously, he feels bad. I think he regrets it. He's never going to admit that. I think he really regrets letting you go, and he just feels, I think he got pressure from his sister. With all honesty, I mean, yeah, the business hasn't been doing the greatest, but I feel like the sister played a number one role in all of that. He would have put up with you. I don't think he would have hired those extra people either. I think it's all sister related. So that's something else. The reason I'm bringing it up is that's something else for you to. It's entirely up to you, but I figure it might be some be honest with you. I think it's some stuff between you and the sister that I don't think you noticed before. Like some kind of pushback. Like she's kind of controlling him. I don't know. Take it out you like. Chris, does gold have consciousness? Yes. Yep, it's used in different levels, as you know, for wealth or for technologies or whatever it might be. Um, it's like I mean, it's different ways of looking at it. I think gold can be like a redneck, but also can be very elegant. It can be also very advanced, depending on the aspects of it. So it can be, you can say like anything else, but gold is very, I'll say mysterious at the same time. Masco, who has been around me and messages. I still feel that MIB stuff. I feel like there's a parallel lifetime. You know what? Secret space program, if you're interested in any of that. I feel a Men in Black being in the secret space. You're keeping things hidden here. I believe that's against your will, some kind of contract. I do see you turn a reptilian, meaning that they're programming you, controlling you. It's like to go further than that. I know this is all out there, but I feel like you got abducted from another planet with that aspect, and you've been under that Men in Black control for eons. Well, not eons, but for a long time. It's been affecting you because you know there's no more. It's helping your awakening, but also it's like, what am I doing here? Any messages, wisdom from my higher self? Of course, your girlfriend has like a princess lifetime that you see her wearing pink for whatever reason, you know, like a gown or something like that. But there are lifetimes where you've been like wealthy millionaire type in your past, and two of you got married like very young, like 16 or something like that. But interesting enough, you always made it work. But everybody thought it would never work. So she's used to being spoiled. I think you know that already. She has a very strong connection to her father. Well, because she's worried about his health, and he's not exactly the best anyway. It's time for it. But I mean, I feel like, geez, you want to go further with that? I feel like you protected her family from assassination attempts, like you're like a guard. I don't know if you can tap into that, but that's what I saw. Yeah, like you saved her father or something like that that was your job, like medieval times, and so now you're, you know, um, you are. I don't think you had a chance with your girlfriend there, but you wanted it, and now this is like making up for it. I don't know what's going on with her, but I think it's with this place too. I'm at a different energy here, so I can connect differently. I'm not being blocked like I have in the past. Not that I've been blocked too much, but either way, it's a different energy, different vibrations. I guess we do this with the fan. When I have my other setup, it might be less ceiling, but we'll see. Either way, I'll figure something out. It's gonna be a while before I can get this all. I'm running on fumes at this time. So, all right, blessings, everyone.